Hello, and welcome to something I've not really done in a little while, a Showdown Ubers Live. Yeah, just not really been doing them as often as I used to, and wanna just try and get back into it. So I'm gonna do a live in a few hours' time, or maybe at the same time as this. There's gonna be a live going up on Joey's channel with pretty much the same team, maybe a different Smeagol set, but pretty much the same. I've not actually played Ubers in a long while in terms of this. It might have been as long as a week, so I'll be pretty low in all honesty. We can find out at the end of this game though. So we're using sticky webs. We've got Marshadow as our ghost type. I really think he's gonna just lead off with Kangaskhan. But leading off with Smeagol is a no drawback play because then we can just double into Marshadow if we need to. Even if he predicts me there's no one move that Kangaskhan can go for to knock me out. Earthquake does not much, as you can see. And we can just go for a bulk up right here as he goes into Lunala. A +1 shadow sneak will kill Lunala even after... oh shit, no it won't, okay. Well, fuck. In which case, Smeagol and set webs. I'm fine with, okay, that's more of a threat, but equally less of a threat at the same time, because this means that we can just go into our Mewtwo and just... I'm just deciding between Mewtwo and Xerneas. Or maybe even Groudon. Mewtwo's fine though, because then we can just go for a Psy Strike, Ice Beam, Ice Beam. We're using just regular Geomancy Xerneas as well, which is interesting at least. I'm gonna go for Psy Strike. Darn, he stayed in. Didn't stay in, but like, he went for the fake out. But this is fine because we can actually set up on this thing with our Dancing Don. Honestly, I feel like going into Palkia and just Z heal blocking seems pretty much fine to me. Could be a bit of a risk, but he can't have... Oh, what? Fuck off. Well, that Paris sucks. Yeah, we're gonna be playing a couple games at the same time then. He's got too high of a chance to para me, so I'm just gonna go for Moonblast. Yeah. This man is also using a webs team, but I'm okay with it. So he's going into his Groudon, which is fine. I'm just gonna go for a Geomancy. I feel like this is what I have to do to try and win. He could go for Roar. If he does, then I'd be a bit upset, but oh well. Let's just go for Focus Blast, see if we can crit. We do not. I might need to go off of him missing in that case. Okay, well, fuck it. That game was amazing. I'm just gonna go for a Nuzzle. Pretty no drawback. Yeah, he does the exact same thing. I'm gonna try and win this speed tie. If I can, it would be pretty much ideal. We do! Lovely. So, I'm a fan of using Rapid Spin on my Smeagol. So I guess we get to see here if he's using the same sort of tech. Right now I'm just using double hazards just to free up my Groudon slot, but okay, well, you just do that then. That's fine. I'm going to go into Marshadow, even though he does go for the webs. It's by far my best play, so yeah. Because this forces him into Yveltal, and we can just sack off Smeagol. We don't have a reason to keep it around. Went for Oblivion Wing. He's Life Orb. Interesting. honestly not a fan of Life Orb Yveltal on webs, personally. I'm just going to go for Moonblast because he could taunt because his team loses to Geozern here. If he doesn't. Alternatively, he goes for damage and tries to then just revenge with Lucario, right? Or would you go into Terrakion there? Well, goes for a Sash, I guess, but... if he goes for Rock... He goes for Rock Tomb. Interesting. I'm just going to go for Moonblast. Fuck it. Wow, we actually... Oh, because he was at -1 speed. Of course. And he forfeits. Lovely. Well, that was a lot easier than my games versus Alistair normally are. Wait, how high up are we? 1566. Pretty low, but better than the lowest parts of the ladder can be. Yeah. This is pretty self-evident in terms of how you play this offense. Taunt versus Calm Mind on Mewtwo was something I was considering quite heavily, but I decided to go with Taunt just to prevent defogs, and here we've got a team that really doesn't like webs at all, and I'm fine with that, so... Asquez ha perdu son MDP. Okay, goes into Yveltal. Do I want to go for Nuzzle first or Sticky Web first? I want to go for Nuzzle first. Because Yveltal can be an issue. He went for U-turn, crit me. If he goes into anything that isn't Primal Groudon, it gets paralyzed anyway, and we can go for our webs. But that probably means that that's Scarf Yveltal. Fuck's sake. I hate this Mon, just in general. It's such a bad fucking Mon. I'm gonna go for webs. At least we get a Scout out, see his Judgment. So we go Palkia here and go for the Z heal block. We can at least do a huge chunk of damage to some stuff. Why would you use this fucking... Okay, so if this Hydro Pump connects, it's gonna do a fuck ton. It might just honestly kill. Palkia is not a weak Pokemon. But of course not! Of fucking course not. Going to go for a taunt so he can't try and Geomancy up. This is just awful. No, you're not. Bullshit. I'll take this. If he activity or if he disconnects, I'll take the win. Happily. That put in so much fucking work. Let's fucking calc it. Because that's invested Xerneas, you can tell based on the damage it just did to my Mewtwo. But Xerneas versus Palkia. Hydro Pump would have killed. That's modest, so like maybe it wouldn't, but would have done a lot of damage. Ten seconds. Yay! I'll take that. 100% I'll take that. This man has a team that loses to webs. So long as it's not the same fucking Arceus set. Palkia can actually put in a decent amount of work because Fire Blast. Hi. Because Fire Blast is a good move, and that can do a huge chunk to the Magearna. Goes into Yveltal as his lead. I really just want to fucking nuzzle. If he goes into the Arceus ground, then... Fucking why? This is not a good set. This is not a good fucking set. I hate people. Mewtwo will Mega Evolve and then Fire Blast because Magirna. Why would you stay in? Why would you stay in? Okay. 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 Why would you? Okay, that's deserved. That's karma. Fucking karma. Okay, so here you just go for the Oblivion Wing and I don't have a switch in. You go for U-turn, risking me being able to get at my webs, but okay, fuck it. I fucking hate that Groundseer set because it's so fucking awful. I want to prevent rocks from going up against me, so I'm going to taunt. I will actually take that. That's honestly worth it. Because here we can go Groudon and go for our own Precipice Blades. I don't imagine he would... Why are you that fast? I'm having a bad time tonight. Fuck it, as much damage as we can fucking get on this thing. I've been sent on tilt with these fucking... like, Scarf Yveltal and Defog Arceus Ground. Like, I hate Defog Arceus Ground. Like, I know it's a decent mon in this meta, but honestly, of all of my mons, all of the mons, it is my least favourite. And that's not even like a competition, that's just a matter of, it is 100% my least favourite. Well, no, that's not quite the case. Like, I fucking hate, whatchamacallit. More, but ditto more, but very few things more. Z heal block, now we go for Fire Blast. Obviously he has got Mars Shadow, but Mars Shadow stealing these boosts isn't something I'm too worried about, because he can't knock out Palkia from full. So Spatial Rend. And then I believe, nope, not quite. So now he gets a Spectral Thief and then a Shadow Sneak off on me, but that might not be enough. I might have just won. Yep, we win. Yeah, Scarf. We outspeed Scarf Yveltal, so we win. I do hope this thing doesn't just randomly live. Fuck's sake. That special attack drop just came in clutch. But I'll take it. We guaranteed outspeed any Scarf Yveltal, so yeah, GG. Three attacks Geozern is actually not exclusively Marshadium. No, I'm using Life Orb right now. GG. I got angry at the guy, but like it's not because of anything he did, it's just that I fucking hate that team structure. So I'm going hard Smiggle against this Deoxys S offense. This is Webs versus Bullshit HO, and Bullshit HO is a lot worse this gen, plus I have Mewtwo, which is kind of just a massive problem for him to deal with. So I should be okay. as he goes into his Mence. If this thing is sub, that would be very annoying. I'm going to go for my webs and just hope he isn't sub. Fuck's sake. I'm going to go for a taunt. Why? Fuck it, let's get up our rocks at least. What is this set? Sub DD double edge? No, that's not a good thing. So Palkia and then Xerneas are the two plays I'm doing. Double edge might just be able to knock me out, unfortunately. But he has to click double edge against most of my team, thankfully. So I'm going to take it if I can. And if I can live this hit, then Xerneas is just nice. Because then I can just set up a Geomancy and he's in a lot of trouble, essentially. That's not a good men's set. Like, if anyone's considering this men's set, no. If you're going sub, you should go sub, roost, DD, and then flying type stab. If you're going with ground coverage, you should have DD, roost, and then 2 moves. Even on a HO team like this, it's just worth it to be able to have a consistent switch into something like Ho-Oh and Groudon and things like that. And I know this guy has a Rayquaza, but it's not like that matters. So, in terms of as an offensive switch in, it can only do it a few times, and it can get bodied because Salamence is a lot bulkier. You can actually switch it into things like Stone Edge and not die. Well, that crit just took away any chance that I had, so that's amazing. I guess that my play is doing it this way. Trying to get him low enough that he kills himself with double edge recoil. And then into Xerneas, and then double into Groudon. If he goes for EQ, then that's just a good play. But he didn't, so it's fine. He can't set up with anything on me, so that's good. Like, the only thing he kind of could would be like maybe banking off of misses, which is just not a way to do things, so don't think he's going to do that. We guaranteed outspeed his Xerneas and his Groudon, and probably his Deoxys speed as well. If Deoxys speed comes out, I'm rock polishing. If Rayquaza comes out, I'm 100% stone edging. I cannot allow this thing to get free setup if it's something like an SD variant. He is just going to go for an E-speed, which is fine. We can just go into Marshadow and just go for Spectral Thief here. Will it kill? It will not, but it will kill after Life Orb, which means that we go into Xerneas and we just pray that he misses moves with Groudon, basically. Or that we get a Focus Blast crit, or that he's not running the right spread on Groudon and Focus Blast can kill. We have to go for Focus Blast though, unfortunately. Well, actually, after that Precipice Blades miss, maybe we don't. Yeah, Precipice Blades would have killed, so... Well, that's actually amazing, because we've just pulled this from the jaws of defeat. Even if that's Scarf Marshadow, it can't actually outspeed us. Xerneas dies, and Deoxys speed, I outspeed it and it dies, so yay. Yeah, this is just good. Fun. Classic bullshit HO can't stand up to webs at all, so... The fact that he was that men's set as opposed to sub DD Roost and then Return or Frustration meant that I won though. As in, if he was sub DD Roost Return, I just clicked X, like there was not a point of continuing the game. The crit on Palkia also might have mattered, it might not have, I don't know, because Palkia is not exactly bulky, even with the Aerial Nurse. Salamence Mega, +1, double edge, wow, fuck. that killed. So, that didn't matter. But sub-DD Roost Salamence is not exactly a common set at the moment, and why are you so weak? I'm not, you are. So I'm gonna go Smeagol here, and honestly I kind of feel like just getting my rocks. All my webs. Webs versus rocks. Webs. So he's sub-Lugia, okay. I'm gonna taunt him so he can't just set up Calm Minds with shit. As he goes for Toxic, that's fine. If he's the weird set that Lance likes, then he's forced to switch out, because he'd otherwise just struggle. Goes into the Fortress so we can go into Mars Shadow. I will take it. Yep. And now close combat. And then we 2-hit KO the Fortress, and he doesn't have a switch in. What the fuck? I'll honestly take that as opposed to him spinning away there that turn. Because if he spun that turn, I was in a really shit situation. Whereas now we're in a really good situation. The difference a turn makes, because that's his spinner gone. He can no longer get rid of webs or anything. We can just go into Smeagol here, just sack it off, see what the Yveltal is. Goes for the Oblivion Wing. Is it Scarf? Looks to be. So we can go into Groudon here, and I just want to Rock Polish on up. As he goes for another Oblivion Wing. That is not a 2-hit KO. We can go for a Stone Edge here. We do not knock out the Yveltal, but he gets a weird fucking roll. Like, is that min-max? Jeez. And what's that Stone Edge damage? What? Yveltal, Scarf versus Groudon, Primal, because apparently the Calc can't fucking use English. Stone Edge, okay, that's consistent. Oblivion Wing, that's impossible. Oh, well, I'm not running that spread, so I'm running like 200 odd. 200 Spadef. Which is still not possible. What? Am I missing EVs? That damage calc is literally suggesting he did more than he could. Oblivion Wing to... That's to 32 Spadef for Groudon as well, not 200. What is with this thing? Oh, it's got the fucking numlock on, okay. 200. Yeah, bullshit. That's not Scarf. Modest. Yeah, that literally cannot be Scarf. So yeah. I'll take this. I'm happy with this turn of events. He goes into Groudon here. I need my Mars Shadow alive so that I don't lose to Lucario, is the technical term for it, I believe. Goes for the Rock Polish. He should not be able to outspeed me after one. I would honestly... What would I rather go for? Would I rather go for damage or go for a taunt? I'd rather go for... I don't imagine he'd set up again. But is it worth it? No. Let's just go for damage. Yep. And here we can go for a Side Strike again, put him in range of Shadow Sneak. And so long as we remain above... Okay, that's a fortunate crit right there. But so long as we remain above a certain amount of health with our Mars Shadow, we will be fine. As here I can just go for Close Combat. Close Combat into Spectral Thief gets a kill. Even if you Scarf Lunala, I've got webs up so he can't pivot like that. Goes into Lugia, so Spectral Thief here is a kill. Just outright is a kill. The question is, does he SD this turn? As he forfeits. On the turn he could have won. Interesting decision on my opponent's part. The reason was that was kind of a 50-50. I had to choose between staying in and switching out. If I stayed in and he BP'd, then Xerneas could win, but it was a bit of a gamble. I would have gone for that, but alternatively he could have SD'd as I switched out, and I would have almost certainly lost. So that's actually 25 minutes. We'll get one more game, and that'll be the end of it, regardless of if we win or lose. This is mainly just me trying to push myself into... Oh, fuck off, not again. Fuck it. I hate playing these teams, is the thing, because they kind of beat me. Like, they shouldn't, but they definitely do. So this is 100% my series of plays. I go into Smeagol here, and then I nuzzle, hoping to catch these Salamence on the switch-in. Don't be Helmet. Good. Helmet hasn't been a viable set since last generation, so the fact that you're not Helmet is a very good thing. Goes into Groudon, this is fine, we can just taunt. I cannot allow him to set up ever, so that 100% I'm not allowing that. Even if it means I don't have hazards this game, I'm fine with that. As he goes for the EQ. I really want to nuzzle here, predicting him to go into Salamence. I'm just going to sticky web, as he does stay in. Perfect. So now it's a matter of being smart, and the smartest way to do this is to go into Palkia first and go for 2 spatial Rens rather than going for heal block. Alternatively, we go for heal block. Actually, no, heal block makes more sense. What am I on about? Ugh. Because Zed heal block means that if he chooses to be cheeky and go into Xerneas, then he doesn't get rewarded for it. We do not die to an earthquake from here, so that's not a worry. Obviously this isn't a sweeper because the combination of Moss Shadow plus Rayquaza will always be able to get off the damage on it. But it is a way of preventing setup from the Mence and the Xerneas. And the Deoxys Speed is what he chooses to go out into as his sack, but this is fine because I'm now at +2. And nothing actually outspeeds me naturally, so this is dangerous for him. He should have just attacked. I mean, he could still dodge with Xerneas. That's what the other guy did. That worked well for him. But assuming no misses, this is a massive problem for his team. The Xerneas won't die, as we saw from the calc earlier, but it will obviously take a good chunk of damage, so that's nice. We will not be faster than any +1 Xerneas. Moss Shadow could actually be, though, that's the thing. We'll have to tell based on the damage calc if it lands. As he goes into Salamence instead, Double Edge will not kill me from full. And that, he would have to be Jolly. No, he could be Max Adamant as well. Wow, that must be Max Adamant, surely. Salamence Mega versus Palkia. What the fuck? That does so much. Okay. But we do now know that he is Max. Good news. So we can now just go for Ice Beam with Mewtwo. I've got to Mega, so I'm going to Mega. is basically my thought process. Even if he does go Mars Shadow with Shadow Sneak, it doesn't matter to me, so... Yeah, because then I can set up a Rock Polish with Groudon and try and win that way. As he goes into Groudon here, I outspeed a +1 speed Groudon, no matter what, so I'm going for a Psy Strike 100%. He goes for an EQ, does not kill me, because of course it doesn't. And we can go for another Psy Strike. If he goes Ray, which he does, interesting. In this case, I really want to just go into Mars Shadow, in all honesty. Not really worth it, unfortunately. Actually, no. We just get him to take the Life Orb damage here, and then I'm going to have to try and Rock Polish up with Groudon. If he's got a Water move, this could end up really badly for me. But if he's just regular Rayquaza, sort of, then we're in a decent situation. As he goes for Draco, that's in range of E-Speed. He could have been nice and just not clicked it. I'm just trying to see what my way of winning is, and I believe it's going for Spectral Thief here, and then letting 2 Life Orb hits knock it out as I set up Geomancy with Xerneas. Oh shit, it dies to 1. Fuck. Which means he can go into Salamence and get the Adamant double-edged damage that he needs for Mars Shadow to kill me. The Shadow Sneak. Fuck's sake. I mean, like, maybe we can live a Mars Shadow's thingy from there, but I don't expect to. What is my Xerneas, like, set? 248 HP. We could actually, like... I was really random with my EVs, though. 248 versus Mars Shadow. Give you attack, Life Orb, and Shadow Sneak. And then Technician. Nope, always does. As he decides not to go for it. Did we see that Mars Shadow was not actually... wait. Here's Mars Shadow. I'm trying to find if his Mars Shadow... No, it didn't even come in last time. Okay, no, so he does now. Oh, wow! Fucking hell, Xerneas, you god, you king, literally on 1. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh, I am legitimately very happy about that, so GG. And well, yeah, that's very nice. We've gone literally up 100 points, so I'll take that for a live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.